你想了解你的前世，预观你的未来吗？
你想亲眼见到你的前世遭遇吗？
我今生为什么会遇到他？
今生的他跟我在前世为什么牵手，又为什么分离？
我的情感、婚姻为什么那么曲折，总让我痛心？
我会平安度过眼前的难关吗？
把你的问题交给2位大师，一丹和闲云大师会给你一个满意的解决方案。
观众朋友们，下午好！7月19号下午的5点41分，欢迎您准时回到我们的嘉宾访问环节。那么今天我们的嘉宾访问环节为大家请到的嘉宾呢，是加勒比狂欢节的首席执行官 Denise Hererra-Jackson。Welcome to the show, Denise.
Thank you.
Denise 她是这个加勒比狂欢节的首席执行官，所以我们今天一定就要讨论，就是跟这个加勒比狂欢节有关。So the 44th Scotiabank.Caribbean Carnival, is undergoing in Toronto right now.
Yes.
What is so special about this year's event?
We have tried to make this event more accessible to a lot of people because, as you know, we have a lot of events, but the big part of our event, the most attractive part of it is the parade, and this is happening on July the 30th. And it's happening at Exhibition Place. It starts at Exhibition Place. So what we've been trying to do this year is to make it a better presentation for our paying customers. We do have people who pay to see the parade, and then we have people who just out of tradition, they hang along the parade route. And so there's the paying area and the non-paying area. What we want to do in the paying area is to make a much better presentation for people. So we are having like special activities for children because basically our festival is a family festival. That is how we look at it. You know, I mean, you know, from kids to seniors, we have something for everyone. So, and at the parade, everyone is welcome. So that's one of the new enhancements we are having this year.
That's great. Sounds great.
Yes.
刚才 Denise 给我们介绍了一下，说今年这个加勒比狂欢节跟往年相比，到底这个区别在哪里？他提到就是非常强调，在7月30号将会举行的这个 CNE 和湖滨大道举行的一个非常盛大的游行是最引人注目的。那么据说当天的这个游行呢，将会吸引到100多万本地，包括从其他地方远道而来的游客来参加。So the parade, how long is the parade? Is it like a3 kilometers long?
Yes, the route which starts at Exhibition Place and it goes right down, let's say, to pass the Jameson Avenue. So that probably is about 3.7 kilometers. But of course, you know, with the dancing and all sorts of things that happen on the parade route, the parade starts let's say, at 10 in the morning.
Okay.
And what happens is that we've got what we call guest bands, bands that people who are not in the traditional masquerade costumes, you know, in all the beautiful costumes. So these are people who, like, you know, say for instance, like the police services, they have a band.
Right.
So they would start the parade at 10 o'clock. And then, say about 11:30, that's when our masquerade bands, we call them our mass bands, with all the beautiful costumes, that's when they start the parade.
So that's the real parade.
Yeah, well, okay, they'll say that. Yeah, they'll say that.
So if people are really eager to watch the parade, they have to make themselves like like along the parade route before like 10 a.m., right?
Well,
or
you know, I think what happens is that people, to get a good spot, you know. Right. But I mean, in the paid area, which is inside Exhibition Place, or on the south side where we have what we call a VIP seating. In Exhibition Place, it's a general admission. So, so on either of those sides, that's where, if you really want to see, you know, the beauty of the masquerade and all the costumes, I would tell you, go to Exhibition Place, especially if it's your first time. You have to go to Exhibition Place, or you go to Ontario Place, which is the VIP area, where at a cost of $50 you will be fed and you'll get food and you'll get a tent, etc. So either of those areas, those would be the really good areas to have a good look at the parade.
So how much do you charge for the entrance?
For the entrance, the general entrance is $15 across the board. It is much cheaper than last year's entrance. And what will be nice this year, in that area of Exhibition Place, where where we would have like the majority of the paid area, we're also going to give, because I said it's a family event.
Right.
We want to make sure that there are other things that kids can do, so they don't have to be stuck just sitting down.
Definitely.
So we're going to have a lot of kids activities, and I mean we're also going to have the Ontario Science Centre is there as one of the vendors, and what they do. And they did it last week at the Children's Parade in the Jane Finch area. They gave kids a lot of activities to do. So you had little boys and girls, they were building roller coasters, they were making cars, they were doing all kinds of stuff just to engage them, and that was really,
just in
really
case
nice.
those kids don't really like the parade.
Exactly.
So they really have like something they really love to do.
Yes, and it was really engaging, because you saw them, they were around, they had done all that they had to do. And then they had this other opportunity. And what was more fascinating was that the girls were the ones telling the guys how to build the roller coasters.
Oh.
It was really, really fascinating looking at them last weekend.
Sounds really great.
Yes.
刚才 Denise 给我们大概介绍了一下，说在游行当天呢，就是感兴趣的观众可以花15块钱，然后买这个入场的这个票，前到这个 CNE 这整个他们特定的一个区域去观看这个游行。他们不光是给一些很多感兴趣的成年朋友啊，准备了这个非常盛大的、非常精彩的游行节目。那么此外呢，他也提到这是一个family 的 event， 所以可能很多成人朋友会带着小孩子一起去参加。那么小孩子呢，他们也会特意给小孩子准备一些小孩子会非常非常喜欢的特别的节目。So what do you suggest that people should bring to the carnival, like sunscreen?
Oh yes,
That's definitely
sunscreen,
really big.
definitely sunscreen. Like if it's hot, like
cameras.
Yes, cameras. I know what a lot of people do. It's very fascinating because it's a family event. They bring their special food. I mean, food will be sold there, but people, you are allowed to bring your food. I mean, you can bring your food. People bring their coolers. So it's like so they just spread out and
it's like a picnic.
It's like a picnic. Some people bring their patio umbrellas too.
Wow.
Because I mean they're accustomed coming to it, and they want to be comfortable. It's like anything else. You want to be comfortable, and because most people you're there from 10 probably until like 6, 7 at night. So you want to be comfortable, etc. Right. So you will have proper washrooms that would be available, and so I mean, and in the area in Exhibition Place, and I did bring a map of where it is going to happen. Yes. Is that this area is pretty big. Right, it's pretty big, so so there would be all kinds of activities happening in there, all kinds of events and vendors, etc. So this is the area, the orange area. This is where you have they would have bleachers along here and bleachers along here, and then people can can bring their stuff, because people do bring their stuff. Yeah. Right. They make it as if it's home, right? Home watching television or some special event. Yeah. So they bring their stuff and they're allowed to do that. So you would have all kinds of activities and then special activities for children, just to make it a good day for them too.
Is parking going to be a problem?
No. You have
a lot of
there
enough
is parking. There's parking underground at the Direct Energy Center, so that's parking, and then there's parking on the outside of Exhibition Place at Fort York, etc. And then of course the best way to go, the TTC.
What is the theme for this year's carnival?
For us this year, we say keep on jumping.
Keep on jumping?
Jumping. Because when we talk in terms of our music, I don't know why it started, but they talk about you jump up.
Yeah, of course, especially the music really.
Exactly. Yeah. So people talk about you jump up. And for us, it's like, when you jump, for us, you're jumping with joy, you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of life, so you just jump and you're just happy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I know the event's already started on July 12th.
Yes.
So we have a short video.
Okay.
We would like to show our audience, take a look at what those people really enjoy in the event.
Okay.
Beautiful, amazing.
It's just a great city to be in. It's so diverse. Everyone's different. The parade, dancing, the different cultures is coming through here. Jump, jump, jump!
Yeah, it's time
Yes.
So this is this year's.
So this would have been some of the looks at some of the costumes from last year's carnival. That was a beautiful costume. This is the queen. In the bands, we have the big costumes. There's a female individual who's called a queen, and then you have a male individual who's called a king. So in all of the bands, most of the bands have a king and a queen costume, and it's supposed to represent the theme that the band is portraying for the carnival.
So do those performers, they find their costume themselves?
Yes, what the band leaders do, the band leaders will come out and say, okay, this is the theme I have for this year's festival. And what they do, they design and make the costumes, and people buy the costumes to be part of the band. So some of the bands, we have some bands that have like 3,000 people.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes. So the bigger bands, they have like about that amount of people who participate.
Yeah, and I heard you have judges like.
Yes. Now.
Tell us more.
Exactly. So I told you we have a fun festival, right?
Right.
But at the same time, we have an element of judging, because what happens is that, when you ask them why do you want the judging, they say they want to improve their craft and make things much better.
Right.
So all of the bands, the mass bands, these bands with the pretty costumes, they are judged. So they are judged on their presentation, because they have a theme. So they are judged on their presentation, they are judged on the craftsmanship, they're judged on the costumes, how they translate the theme into the costumes, that the colors they use, etc. And then they win prizes, so we have a first, second, and a third prize.
What did the winner get?
So they get a nice little remunerative compensation for all the hard work that they do.
How many bands do you have so far?
So for the masquerade bands this year, we have 15 bands.
15.
So, and then of course, as I was telling you before, we have the guest bands.
Right.
And then we also, as part of the parade, have the steel pans. Okay, those are the ones that play the steel pan music. So there are 10 of those bands. So it's a lot.
Do you have an idea how many band members do you have along the...
You mean for all together,
Yeah,
all
all
the
together?
performers? I would probably think it would be over 7,000 people.
Wow,
yes,
7,000,
yes,
that's really a lot.
yes, it is a lot. Yes, because of the big band, we have like 4 big bands, and they have between 25 to 3,000 people, and then the smaller bands have, 200, 300 people. So it's a lot.
Thanks a lot. 今天Denise 来呢，给我们大概介绍了一下，在今年这个7月12号这个加勒比狂欢节呢已经是正式开始了，但他们最后的高潮是在7月30号那天会有一个大游行。那么刚才在节目中我们也看到了一些这个精彩的片段，就是有一些这个游行的表演者，他们穿着非常非常漂亮的这个服装。到时候7月30号这一天会在 CNE 和这个湖滨大道举行这个非常盛大的游行节目，所以电视机前的观众朋友，如果感兴趣的话呢，可以登录到现在在屏幕上出现的这个网址，然后可以去询问一下这个购买这个具体的票的这个方法。那么刚才 Denise 有说到，这个票呢是15块钱一张。那么在那天呢，大家最好是在早上10点钟就会有一个警方的先是开始一个游行，然后11点真正的这个大游行啊就会开始了。所以7月30号，如果感兴趣的观众朋友可以去市中心参加这么一个1年1度的一个文化的盛事，一个狂欢的盛事——加勒比狂欢节。Thanks so much for coming.
Yes, and Ceci.
谢谢。
Thank you also.
Thanks Denise for coming to join our show. 我们现在是下午的5点52分，我们今天的访问环节到这里先暂时告一段落，稍事休息，广告回来再会。